go.
For best production value. Subsy, would you like to rip open the envelope?
Yes.
And the winner is R9Cast.
Oh my god! Hey, this is Frank Branches from RP Branches, and I just want to say to Bridget and SG R9Cast, big accomplishment, you guys. Appreciate what you guys do, man. You guys are an awesome show. Keep doing what you're doing. Congrats.
Thank you very much, Bishop B. A lovely speech from a lovely woman, and a lovely addition to that speech from a lovely man.
What up, y'all? It's the R9Cast with the wow. My brain doesn't work. What up, y'all? It's the R9Cast, the official blood edition, concricial, super dope show for Reservoir9.com, representing allgames.com. I am your host, Stephen with a PH, D. Gibson. Bridget just walked in the door. I could hear it because, you know, I got the ears. But, yeah, wait a second. Let me try to correct this chat here because there's a new chat in town. I don't know what that means. There they go. Okay, you go up there. And there goes... right there, and nobody's talking in chat. What Kajudo said something about something. I gotta adjust this because the dimensions are different. So let me see if I can. Wait. Oh, there they go. All right, wait, move it down, and boom. And a whole bunch of people quit. Was there a? Oh, it's a time. Was there a net split? No, it's a timeout because they were sleeping on the keyboards. But yes, on that cast, I still haven't fixed the glitch because I'm lazy. Yes, I am. I'm not lazy. I have other things to do, so I didn't get to it. Okay. You know what I like? You hear that sound? Boop boop. That's the chat sound. So whenever somebody says my name in chat, boop. So if they want to spam the sound, they could be like, boop 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 boop. That'll probably happen in about 30 seconds. Because people are dummy faces. But anyway, Kajido's in chat. You guys don't know what chat is? I'll tell you what chat is. You go on the interwebs, whether it be your phone, or whether it be your washing machine, or your computer, your desktop, you have a laptop, your iPad. That was Kajido. That's Kajido again. There they go. Did I tell you? I like that sound though, because it's like old school 8-bit. Bloop. Yeah, it was in that split. Everybody likes it. But come on back to Jamaica, man. To Jamaica. Tyclo says, "What's that beeping? What are you kidding me? I thought you knew everything that was going on in the world and stuff. You should know what that beeping is." I like it. I like it a lot. I might have to turn that sound down though. You sons of bastards. Yeah, I will. Let me turn it down just a little bit, so it's a little less just derpy, I guess, if you wanna. There you go. All right, now try it. Let's see what it sounds like. Let's check it out now. But yeah, so like I was saying before, you go on the internet-y, right? That's a place where you go to Facebook and stuff. Facebook is on the internet, if you guys didn't know. So when you go on to Facebook, you're going on the internet. Tiger Claw says it beeps because SG's name is mentioned. That's too funny. Yeah, that's I like it though, because they used to do that on the old chat. The chat before the last chat. Now this new chat is new. I kind of like it. It's like clean and it's easy to read. Because, you know, Bridget be like, I can't see it. I can't. Can you make it bigger? And you know it's going to happen, right? So that's why I'm drinking this type of beverage. Samuel Adams White Lantern. I'll get the drink out of the way. I'll do it out of a different order. Because, you know, I got a 29-second spotlight. You know what I mean? You know what I mean, Sean? You know what I'm saying? I'm going to talk about, I was listening to Outsiders. Arcade Outsiders. I listen to VGO too, but you know, stuff they say is they start getting into freaking that stupid game. It's not a stupid game, but Hearthstone. And I'm just like, what? I'm like, huh? Then they're like, well, you gotta get the wizard, and not the wizard, what is it? And then you get the card. And every time I think, I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna play that game. They keep doing it in chat. I'm gonna play that game. And then I think about the actual game, and then I was listening to Yogi Zilla and Obi-Wan-X, their show on Thursdays at 11 p.m. on Twitch. You can check it out. And they also play at 5 on Thursdays, I think, on allgames.com, so you can check it out. And they started talking about League of Legends. I was like, I think I have a headache because I remember that.
Bridget's here, that's why.
I have to unmute your microphone before you can blabber.
You have a headache because I'm here.
Yeah, I was foreseeing your future involvement in the show, and I said,
Boy, I'm happy to be to my favorite hot spot. Hey, everybody. I need ears.
yeah, don't break stuff again like you usually do. What are you doing?
I'm looking for my ears.
You got them?
Yes.
Good.
Oh, I'm here with all my pals. Are you my pal, SG?
Nope.
I didn't think so.
But she did give me a sandwich yesterday, so.
That's right. You didn't even ask me.
Douglas says so. SG, I think Mario Kart 8 is better than Watch Dogs. I would agree with you if I would have played either of those games. I have not played either of those games. I did watch them. The Tiger Claw. I watched them both for many of hours of time, and I will say that, yeah, Watch Dogs. I know Kaijudo hates it when people say Watch Dogs is like GTA, but come on, Kaijudo, it's kind of like GTA. Like if you put hacking and a better phone in GTA, and with better graphics, like what the PC version is doing. It's kind of Watch Dogs. I'm just saying. It's kind of Watch Dogs.
ST.
I like your shirt. What?
ST.
What?
How do I get to see chat? Can you accommodate me with that? So I can partake
My whole
in the conversation
existence
is to help me with chat.
is accommodating Bridget.
With chat.
With everything.
How was your day off, ST?
Screw you, lady.
What did you fix?
Shit,
Anything?
Fix my ass on the fucking couch.
Oh my gosh, you're being so sassy with the words already.
Sorry,
Why do I feel so far away? Am I doing this
so
right?
far away?
Am I doing like the configuration
Why don't you
right?
just act like you know?
I know. I know nothing.
And show up. You always every week.
What?
With you, it's like, is this yeah, me.
I'm trying to meet your expectations.
There you go again.
It's all about me meeting
It's all
your
about
expectations.
Me. Now type in your stupid name. Do it.
My
do it.
stupid. I got this little teeny beeny.
Oh my gosh, are we gonna rehash everything every week? Are we gonna do that? Is
Oh,
that
look
what
at
this
that.
is gonna be?
I can't even type on it.
Well, then you ain't got skills. Why don't you put a capital B?
I can't.
Lowercase, lower class.
This is not your typical keyboard. Like it's. SG's always getting bargains. And he gave me this keyboard and took the big keyboard, of course.
No, I need the big
This
keyboard because I
little
do music on the big keyboard.
Teensy,
The
beansy.
regular size
Look at this.
keyboard.
SG, you have like 10 of those.
But this is the only wireless one. I'm not gonna be.
Oh,
having
I
wires.
see how you work.
See, so I can work here on videos. I go over there and work on music because the music screen's over there with the keyboard. Now, I mean, I got a methodology to my madnesses.
I can't even clock in. Clock in. Woo, you can tell I just got off
You
of
act
work.
like you could do stuff, right? But you
I feel
can't
like
do
I'm in the
nothing.
dungeon. I'm moving forward, SG.
Whatever,
I'm getting
dog.
comfortable. I'm not comfortable like this. I'm moving forward.
Wow, that was so
Oh no,
hard.
I can't go too much further.
Don't
because
move. Don't move. What I say? She
Don't move.
She don't listen. She don't. So when the speakers in the back fly off and just go bling, plong, plang,
This is
right?
good. We got it.
When that happens, then y'all know. Y'all know what's up.
Okay.
SG needs to check his keyboard privilege. It says all games 53742. I'm looking at you, 53742. Prisoner number 53742. Sorry. I'm going to talk about Nokia and Windows Phone 8. I'm going to talk about how beautiful Bridget is with that beautiful shirt.
Oh my gosh. Oh my goodness.
Okay, I just did that, so I don't need to get him. I'm going to talk about...
See, hold on. I think we need to... I think we need to back up. Because SG freaks me out when he gives me a compliment. Because I feel like he's been up to something. Something bad's going to happen. I don't know.
Fine. Then you suck. How about that? Is that better? What do women want? Do you want a compliment? Or do you want me to, shut you down and kick you in the booty to go give me a sandwich?
I wouldn't get you a sandwich if you kicked me in the booty.
Or make me a sandwich. You give me a sandwich automatically because I got you trained. You got to train them.
You
got to train them. You got
you?
to train them. Nah, I mean, son, y'all know what's up.
Oh, man.
I listen to Cat Williams a lot, and he's just great.
Okay, Pimp Daddy.
And yeah.
Okay, you guys, something totally irrelevant. Okay, so funny thing is, right?
Nope.
Okay, I feel like I'm missing a part of me. Okay, so what I mean is,
it's all about her.
it is.
Here's another story
not
about Bridget and how she's so self-centered. I didn't know.
This
I didn't
is
realize.
so bizarre.
It took me 10 years to realize how self-centered you are. You put up a facade like I love the world. Oh my God, trees.
Sure.
I don't want to eat animals because they're people too.
I'm so self-centered.
And now, continue with your story.
I don't think this is one of centeredness.
Yeah, I know.
Okay, so for a couple of years, I've had like this little signature mole, if you will. It's been like, and I'm not taking off my glasses because it's kind of gross. I'm gonna bite your finger, but it's been like under my lower lash line. But then this beauty mole, if you will, started growing on the inside of my eye lid. Yay, the inner rim of the eye, as they say in the beauty industry. So Bridget had to have it removed this week. And now, every time I look in the mirror, I feel like there's something missing. It's so weird, SG. Don't you think?
I think you're weird, yes.
Yeah, but it's so weird. Like, I lost a mole. It was very bizarre.
Oh my God.
Yeah. What a process. I never ever thought I'd be able to even let anybody go near my eyeball, but it all worked out.
Yay.
But they're sneaky. They give you Novocaine.
Nova.
Then they wait till it sets in. And then they creep in a little bit further with more Novocaine and further into the eye. And I'm not going to get technical, but basically right now, I feel like there's a little part of me missing because I look in the mirror and it was just a mole. And I'm like, who is that person?
Who's that girl?
Just kind of like SG's been doing this. Okay, we should talk about beds on the show, but this bed project now for like a month.
Y'all know about the bed project, right?
Yeah. So systematically, he has been topping our bed down lower and lower because we got Bella.
Not because I'm short.
Because of Bella. It's all about Bella. So our bed was fairly high up, and little by little, SG was, kind of bringing the bed down, and finally he cut the rest of the bed's legs down, and like it's weird again, just like the mole thing. Now I feel like we're sleeping on the floor, but it's kind of cool. So because Bella has these tiny little chihuahua legs, and we don't want to take a chance of her, like, basically falling off the bed, getting her little chihuahua leg caught in there.
Chihuahua.
It would be an issue. Oh, Tiger Claw. He's asking if we saw... Is it Maleficent? Maleficent. I can only say it in French. I'm telling you. Yeah. Oh, Kaijudo. Kaijudo, hi Kaijudo, and big shout out to you for last week keeping SG completely engaged in conversation.
Completely.
I'm off tomorrow and I am going to listen to that whole 3-hour show. Yes, I am. Because you guys, I think, have better chemistry than SG and I.
No, I don't want to put stuff in him.
And so,
What?
Kaijudo says...
What?
My doctor took a samurai sword and just told me to stand really still. I need a new health plan. Well, so we do have health insurance, right?
Burp.
But apparently to do what I had to have done in my eye, which you would think would be super easy, I had to go to one of the world's top ocular doctors.
Oculus doctor.
So we had to pay out of pocket.
Yay.
What a tragedy. But
Bling, bling.
I'm practically, I mean, this guy is unbelievable.
This is
Anyway, so, yes. So things are just, the bedroom set's getting smaller. No more moles. We've got a lot of things going on around here. You know, SG?
Nope.
You know what I'm saying?
Second? I think that's going to play autoplay.
And
Wow,
so...
the camera is so crooked. I got to fix it. Hold on. Keep talking.
What?
Keep talking.
What?
Just keep talking.
You said you have a headache?
Yes.
Why, SG? Why? I don't blame you. I don't blame you one bit. What are you doing? Playing music? Wait. A date? Oh, okay. Oh, that's like some crazy background music going on there.
Shut up.
I know. Are you going to take this off of me? Like, where are you in this video?
I'm right here, baby.
Think you better. Yeah. So, did you, how far did you get other than telling everyone you have a headache?
I didn't get far.
Were you drinking again last night?
No, I wasn't.
All right.
Well, I drove from Miami. I'm going to drink. Have a drink.
I don't know. SG went from not drinking at all
to 143 pounds, baby. It's really like 140
I
when
know.
I had my power. I had my keys.
I'm
and
telling
my wallet,
you.
my clothes on. My underwears are very heavy. Not because there's a load in them. Well, there is a load. There's a front
Oh,
load.
SG, you're really, like,
Camera's still crooked out there.
sassy today.
So sassy. Look at that animation. Look at those graphics. Sorry.
I love it.
That's a video game.
So I made you watch, what's the little movie I made you watch and then you decided to fall asleep, but I enjoyed it and I'm going to watch it again. Was it Force E? Is that what it's called?
You asking me?
Oh my gosh, I'm drawing a blank.
I know, Tiger Claw. I went to the last one with the, was it the Pacers? Yeah. Indiana. They got whooped.
He went to the Bruise
In the Bruce room with
Room.
my boys. We were there drinking and I eating a pulled pork sandwich. And then we just saw them destroy them. They were like 30 points lead for like the whole game. It was ridiculous. Well, for most of the game. It's good. It's good.
Ever since SG got told he has high cholesterol and he has to go back to the doctor in 3 months, he's like just doing the reverse.
What are you talking about? I'm getting my Thor body on, son.
We
If
talk
y'all-
about
if y'all-
Thor body constantly.
Look at the picture. Look at the
Oh
picture.
my gosh. SG, you're gonna pass out from holding your breath. You're gonna pass out. So last night when SG did finally make it home, and that was, yeah. So when he finally made it home, we watched Dear Mr. Watterson, the documentary. Are you gonna stop doing that?
You're talking, so the camera needs to be on you, baby.
No.
Yes, it does.
You know I'm a behind the scenes person.
Yeah, well.
So, Dear Mr. Watterson, did you any of you guys see that? Oh, that looks good, SG. Little thing over there. Yeah. Anyway. So, it was about the creator of Calvin and Hobbes.
Bill Watterson.
Yeah, Bill No, but it's called Dear Mr. Watterson.
I know, but his name is Bill Watterson.
Right.
Thank you.
Yeah. So, one thing that he said, and I wrote down this quote because I'm not the biggest connoisseur of comics, but I do like them. And he said, comics are a world unto itself. I wrote that little quote down last night because I thought it was really cool. And the one thing that they were saying about Calvin and Hobbes is that the clincher of it is that it has such mass appeal. Like, everyone likes it. And of course, the very first strip really set the tone for it, where Calvin like sets a trap. It was for he was checking his tiger trap, which he set with tuna fish, and then he caught Hobbes, and then that was the beginning of the relationship. I think that's so cute, so ingenious.
Okay, so the thing is, the thing that is cool and unique, or whatever you want to say about Calvin and Hobbes, is that it was my favorite comic growing up. And first, because the art kind of caught me. I liked, how the character design was and the art and how he penned his pen lines and stuff. And he's a really good artist. I mean, if you guys didn't know, because he did more than just Calvin and Hobbes.
Never mind. Go ahead, ST.
But it was really it was deeper. If you guys watch it, it's on Netflix. He's really not good. In it. Spoilers. He's not in the actual, because he's a recluse and he's like, I don't want to be in the spotlight, blah, blah, blah. I read he's reportedly or whatever worth $100 million, about something like that. But that's without all the marketing and all the merchandising that all these other guys have done, like Schultz and Jim Davis, with Garfield and all that stuff. So he would have been he'd been way richer if he had done that. But one of the guys said he should have licensed out just the Hobbes tiger plushie. Like when they show him drawn as a doll in the comic when he's with somebody else. They should have, because everybody wanted that tiger. Everybody wanted that little stuffed tiger that Calvin had. And that would, if he would have let that one go, that would have been tight. That and only that. That would have been awesome. And but, you're gonna do.
There were so many amazing points made in this documentary, and I agree with you, Kai Judo. He says, I don't read them, but a world without comics would be kind of lame. I think that's so true. And one point that they really drove home in this documentary was that, some people, I don't know who all of those or them are, they view, comic strip artists as like a second or third rate artist. And that boggles my mind. Like, I can't even possibly imagine how that can be with the enormous intensity of dedication and talent you need to make a comic strip. It just blows me away. Don't you think, SG? What are your thoughts on that?
No. You have to be a better writer than an artist. But it helps to have both.
Yeah.
Bill Watterson was both. He could draw his ass off, and he's an excellent writer because he wrote through the eye and mind of a child's imagination. That's how he wrote his comics, and they stay true and they stay relevant. He wrote a timeless comic. If you pick it up if a kid picks up Calvin Hobbes today and reads it, they will laugh. They will get all the jokes because he's not doing any quote. Well, he might touch on some political stuff that might be happening, but he's not very specific when he writes. So, and it's still relevant.
Now here I'm a little lost on this
part. What the
part.
hell's that on your head?
Oh God! Well, I just got home from work.
Show the people. Wait, let me change it. Let me change it.
I don't want to
put it. Show it right there.
Show
it, woman.
Nothing to show.
Show it.
Why? What? I can't even.
Over this way. Over this way. Turn
There's
twist.
nothing to show.
What is that? You got a hickey on your. What is that?
SG. It's freaking makeup.
What kind of makeup?
Waterproof makeup.
It looks purple to me.
It's purple liner and black liner.
Whatever, man.
And
I
red
don't know.
liner.
I think some dude with purple lipstick kissing on you. That's a lot of things going on.
It's waterproof French makeup, actually, is what it is.
I gotta be French, though.
Because this particular one is French.
Okay, anyway.
What SG was that necessary?
So I was thinking about that the documentary we saw, and then I whooped open.
Did you find your Calvin and Hobbes book?
No,
SG?
I didn't. What'd you do with it? Did you throw it away?
It's in one of your
I don't have it in here.
plethora of totes.
Is it really?
Yeah, we're gonna bet on this because
Whatever.
SG forgets. I bought him a
She
Calvin
did.
and Hobbes
That's
book,
fine.
and I certainly did not donate it. No, SG. You know how I treasure books.
Uh-huh.
But wasn't it in the beginning? Well, the guy that did the documentary, I don't know much about him.
It's a guy.
His name is Joel Allen Schroeder. Was it Joel Allen Schroeder that they were showing a photo of as a kid, the little blonde guy? It wasn't Mr. Watterson as a kid. It was the documentary guy, Joel, right? At the beginning of the documentary.
The blonde kid.
Yeah. Which it was funny because the pictures were appropriate. You could really kind of relate this documentary guy, Joel, to Calvin. Like, because he was like this little blonde boy. But Calvin, as they described him, being highly, highly intelligent, you know, with the penchant, if you will.
What the hell does that mean? What are you saying?
Penchant.
What is that?
With
Panache?
a tendency to...
Is that panache?
a tendency to be naughty, mischievous,
Spell penchant.
a tendency towards the naughtiness, and yeah, a lot of his adventures took away. You guys, I'm sorry, I've been up for a long time. A lot of his adventures took place in very faraway places. So they
In the imagination.
in faraway places.
In the imagination.
Also, worlds.
What are you talking about?
Faraway worlds.
In the imagination.
Really? I don't know.
Are you talking about Bill Watterson's comic?
I'm
Calvin
talking
and
about
Hobbes.
Calvin.
Yeah, in his imagination. Yes, they did. Yes.
Okay.
What do you?
Whatever you say, SG.
The whole comic is based off of Calvin's imagination. That's what the comic is. It's a 6-year-old boy's imagination. You knew that, right?
I know he's 6.
Dinosaurs.
Yeah.
He turns into a dinosaur, or his
course.
teacher turns into a monster.
Yes.
That's his imagination.
So it's imaginative worlds, I guess you could say. I think someone needs to start who's very creative, loves to draw, doing a Pixelbot cartoon. We need a Pixelbot comic strip, you guys. Don't you think? I think that would be awesome. Yay. Whose Pixelbot is that? Mine? No, mine's lighter. Is that your Pixelbot or mine? I still can... Oh my gosh. I love the pixels. Oh, so, Tiger Claw says, so he's imagining a tiger. I don't think so, right? Or is he?
Oh my god. You are...
Look, SD.
Did you
got
ever
me
read
some
Calvin and
slack.
Hobbes?
Yes, but I did, and I bought you the book, so of course I looked through it.
You didn't read it, obviously.
I watched the documentary. I'm trying to get down to the nitty gritty on this headache
I'm
boy.
trying to get my headache away, and you're just not helping.
Hey, look. You know, I know all about headaches. So.
Yeah, I do, and that's why I'm like, okay, I have a headache, so what? It's not a big deal, but...
It is a big deal.
No, it's not. Unless I get a stroke or something, then that's bad. You know, high cholesterol.
So-
you better pamper me, baby me, duh.
So on a level of 1 to 10,
Oh, yeah, don't give me that 1
how
to 10
bad of a
crap.
headache do you? No, do I need to know?
I don't know what the scale is. I have a very high tolerance for pain.
Me,
Yeah.
you think?
No, you have a high tolerance for pain. You're just a little baby girl. You have a high tolerance, but you're a pain. Did I say that right?
No, I'm just stubborn.
Yeah, wow, you admit it again for the second time.
Because I don't like to admit when I don't feel good. SG lets it all out. That's why it's more freeing for him. He doesn't feel like he has to be nice. He doesn't.
When I'm when I hurt and am in pain, I have zero patience, and that's basically it. I have zero patience, so I'm like, and then I turn into a monster. But I'm drinking, so my patience that's my patience.
Yeah.
filler.
Oh my gosh, SG.
Uh-huh. I was gonna either take drugs to make the
Why
headache
are
go
you
away.
drinking?
Listen,
Something's wrong with you for real.
I need fluid, okay? I need to be hydrated, okay?
That's not hydrating.
There's a lot of water in beer.
I'm going to tell you something. The more beer you drink, the more
only
dehydrated
drinking
you
one.
are. But it's going to give you a worse headache.
How do you know?
And
You don't even drink.
I know I don't drink.
What? So how do you know?
Because I have not always not.
Oh,
Drank.
so what you trying to say?
It's a diuretic, more or less. Why
You
do
give
you
me
think every
diarrhea?
time you drink, you always have to pee?
You gonna give me diarrhea?
I just think that was not a very intelligent thing to do on your part, SG. Drink beer, which I didn't even realize it didn't sink in. It's just gonna
I had a
exacerbate
bottle
your headache.
right in your face, and you're like, ah.
I'm so you're turning into an alcoholic now that I don't
Thank
even
you.
notice
Alcoholics.
the beer. Yeah. Oh, you know what else was
He
cool?
said maybe he's imagining a tiger claw. Okay, let me bring it down for you, okay?
What? What are you breaking?
I'm bringing out Calvin Hobbes for you. And Hobbes, because Calvin, see, the thing is,
He set the trap with tuna and he got himself a tiger. That makes
for
perfect
me,
sense to me.
for me, Calvin and Hobbes was a very important part of my childhood and helping me nurture and expand and realize
Your imagination?
what an imagination can be, the possibilities of an imagination, not mine in particular, but like I kind of went on the trip with him and his adventures, which was kind of cool. So like you said, he caught the tiger. Of course, his dad probably gave him the tiger or whatever, but that was the first comic ever. So he caught it, and that was his
With
friend,
tuna.
whatever, the tuna fish sandwich,
I
whatever
don't
it was.
know. Well, anyway, okay.
And yeah, and he was talking to his dad. I forgot what it was, but yeah. And so now, when he's alone with Hobbes, he talks back, and he's his cohort in crime, and he's his conscious, and he's everything, and it's cool. And when he's not with when he's not with Hobbes, he's like Spaceman Spiff or all the other characters that he turns into, and it's awesome because if Calvin and Hobbes, see, I don't want Calvin and Hobbes to like become an animated show. I mean, it's been like 15, 20 years, however long it's been. It's 20 years actually next year.
I'm
since
sorry.
It began.
Heck,
No, 30. 30 years. It was in
in
85.
the 70s.
85 is when Calvin and Hobbes
Wasn't
came
his
out.
first strip?
We're talking about Calvin and Hobbes.
I know.
We're talking about
Well-
Calvin and Hobbes. We're talking about practice.
Watterson, he did someone needs to look this up while we're on the air, but he did some preliminary stuff. I want to say it was like 78
It
or
wasn't
something.
preliminary. It was stuff he did before Calvin and Hobbes. Calvin and Hobbes was the only thing he did. He's been
Now-
drawing for years.
Now, I today have they're all calling you an alcoholic.
No,
there.
I'm an alchemist.
Oh, let me see. Can I read that far?
Full Metal. That's a show. It's an
But
anime.
heck,
You
no,
don't know
I
nothing about
know that, but
You
I was
don't know
reading-
that Full Metal Alchemist
I
is an
actually
anime.
do know.
Okay, what's it
I
about?
just-
What's it
I know
about?
what it's about. Don't
Oh,
be
then
pointing at me,
you
SG.
don't know what the hell
I
you're talking
do.
about.
I have
Nope.
heard-
If you knew,
I've heard of it. I know it. I
What is
don't know
it?
enough
What
about
the characters
it.
look like?
I don't know
Give
that.
me anything at all about the show. Anything.
I've heard of the okay. The title. I've
Anything.
heard
no,
of it.
No,
I have heard
no,
of it.
No,
Oh my gosh! Help!
no,
Help! Uh-oh, little chihuahua trying to break the door
no,
down.
no, no. But like I was saying,
Well,
what?
oh my gosh. I was
What?
going to say something.
That I'm right and you're wrong.
No.
So Bill Watterson, like Calvin and Hobbes, it's like
Sorry.
I can probably get the whole collection, the whole Bibles of Calvin and Hobbes. He's got many books. And just read them and just like go right back to being a kid or go back to that mind
Well,
state.
they're timeless.
I said that before. Want to get you a little mutt, bitch?
No, I'm not getting her. She's going to... Oh my God, she's going to break the door down,
Get her.
SG.
So you talk
Yeah.
more about Calvin and Hobbes, how it did not influence your life because you never read it.
I bought SG the book, and he's going to accuse me. SG, you should see behind this... In our studio / room of many things, SG has so many things in here that he has no concept of what downsizing is, and so it's lost in one of his many, I call them Tupperwares, but totes, in one of his many, many totes. Yeah. Oh my gosh. SG, you almost dropped the dog. Hello, Bella. Here. Bella. She's very needy. That's what happens when you're spoiled. Oh. Oh my gosh. Oh yeah, something that interested me. And I don't even know how it's relevant really, but they were saying, of course, by the time you get to the comic strip that you're reading, the prints on the originals that they draw, the print, the words, the print, the paragraph, whatever the paragraph is that goes along with the photo, is so much smaller, on the newspaper.
Yeah, they always reduce stuff.
They reduce the size of everything.
Comic books, they do the same thing.
They've really been reducing some of the comics in the newspaper as well, but I wonder how long the traditional newspaper is going to be able to exist with the comic strip. And
it'll. This is what's gonna happen with newspapers.
It'll just phase out more than.
Why don't you let a brother start and finish a sentence? No. Always be interrupting a brother, and then you don't understand, and then you don't listen.
Oh wait, I have to go ahead, SG, and then I'll address some. Go ahead, SG. Go ahead.
You see what just happened?
Go ahead, SG.
I was jokingly complaining, but kind of really jokingly, and she just did it.
I
know he's an evil. I get him out of here. Fine, you continue with your disruption of whatever.
Okay, so Yogizilla says, R9Cast, I know you guys love dogs. But how about kittens? I rescued a sweet little one. That's the troublemaker right there. Yogi, my dear, we have 5 cats. This is like Grand Central Animal Rescue here. Yeah.
I'm glad Bridget's a clean freak because the house would smell like crap.
Oh my gosh, sorry. I have my nose is itchy, SGY.
But she is a clean freak, so. Ergo, therefore. And, by the way, if you didn't know, the cat I just held in front of the camera was the cat in the picture of me playing video games.
That was Charlie.
That was Charlie. Yeah.
He steals things, and then you can't find them. He's very intelligent. But, yeah, in the end of things, I think, like, for the Calvin and Hobbes, you have to have both writing and drawing skills, which I think would add to the longevity. Oh, that's what I was going to say. I put Calvin and Hobbes on my Twitter feed, and did you know that the strip ended in 1995? Yes. So, I mean, honestly, I didn't know that, guys.
Oh my gosh,
I didn't know that.
And that's why I was talking about Bacon and Hobbes, I think it was called, where somebody drew like a continuation of Calvin and Hobbes, but it was basically Calvin grew up and had a daughter, and her name is Bacon. Don't look at me. And he goes in the closet and gives Hobbes to her in order to have more kid adventures and stuff. It's kind of endearing. Let me see if I can find it. Bacon and
I know
eggs.
Yogi says we should Snapchat pet pics sometimes. I need Snapchat friends. And I was thinking about starting to, take more photos of the pet babies and everything. So we actually used to have 5 cats and 2 dogs. Now we have 5 cats and 1 newly adopted dog. And they just find us. Yeah. So I think that was a lovely documentary. So you guys that have Netflix, it is so worth watching Dear Mr. Watterson. I'm going to watch it again because I started dozing off slightly, and I enjoyed it so very much. And so even the documentor, Joel Allen Schroeder, they went to Chagrin Falls in Ohio. Another thing that I found interesting is it seems like some of those comics come out of those Ohio states and stuff like that.
It's called Hobbes and Bacon, by the way. I made a mistake.
Hobbes and Bacon.
So let me see. I'm gonna put this up on.
Is there a link you could post?
Quiet. It's on pantsareoverrated.com. So pantsareoverrated.com. Paradise Hobbes and Bacon. Let's go exploring. That's
oh my gosh.
Last one.
That just brings joy. And he's such an introvert. He's not that old, Bill Watterson.
Anyway.
No, so he's only like 57 or 58. I mean,
26 years later, Dad. And he's walking. What is it, Bacon? Donald Trump is in my closet, and Mr. Bun isn't enough to stop him. Do you have anything scarier? Donald Trump. That's dumb.
I think that would be pretty
You
scary.
want something scarier? I think I know a guy. Calvin all old and stuff. And he goes, like, yeah, scroll over. Goes and said, hey, there he is. And he
Yogi
goes.
says you can't replace paper because it has that new smell unless they invent smell-o-vision and digitize it.
Then he says, this is an old friend of mine. He is the most ferocious guy I know. And that's a picture of
Oh my gosh.
I mean, this is not as good as of art
But
as.
it's still, I mean,
But look
great.
at that. That just brings it back right there. See Hobbs like turn into the old Hobbs that he was. Old Hobbs, my boy.
And for me, like I was saying, I just remember one time I read the comics a lot.
he got tuna for the first episode. That's a good throwback. I got to give him that one. You finished
I
all the
read
tuna?
comics a whole lot, like as I was a kid, and every summer would go to my grandmother's because a lot of people brought comics to the house, and my uncle was really into Tintin.
Anytime.
So that's why, like, and still they're at my grandma's. They're at the family house now with the Tintin books, hardback books, and I used to just love during the summer, go upstairs and I would read those books.
By the way, if you guys watch the documentary, they have all of these artists. They have Gary Larson in there, Far Side.
Yeah.
They have the guy.
True.
Did he do non sequitur? No, Wiley does non sequitur. The guy, him.
And
they
the
had
lady? But I don't-
Doonesbury guy. The lady was who? What did she do?
Oh
She
my
does,
gosh, I don't remember. I don't.
I mean,
know.
it's like a lot of the ones that. I mean, they don't have the guy who does Get Fuzzy because I like Get Fuzzy. He's funny.
You
That's
read
funny.
Get Fuzzy all the
Get
time.
Fuzzy is my go-to. Not as good as Calvin and Hobbes because, I mean, it's a cat and a dog usually, and they just kind of play off of human stereotypes as animals, and it's it's all right, but it's no Calvin and Hobbes. Come on, even Hobbes and Bacon, it's not quite Calvin and Hobbes, but they are. They're pretty close. But, I mean, I hope he got
This is
permission from, what's his name to do this. It's funny because his boxers are striped. Anyway, I'll close that out.
So, the other little whoa dog, don't jump dog.
Whoa, dog. Don't jump, dog.
The other movie we saw this week, we saw Cloudy with a Chance of Meatballs 2. I don't know. I think I might have actually liked it better than the first one, which is rare because typically I don't like a successive movie, if you will, better than the original. Well, I loved it. Sony Picture SG, Sony Picture. I thought it was great because basically his infamous machine that he had, that made all the food come down and from the sky. He finds out that, it still exists. And it's making, continuing to make, I'm searching the word and I think I wrote it down earlier. Hybrids of things. Hybrids, yeah. But they're alive. And his favorite scientist that he looks up to makes him believe that it's a bad thing and that he must seek and destroy. And so the story goes on from there. And the characters, I think it's very comedic. It's very, very funny. And the director on it, Cody Cameron and Chris Pern. So Cody Cameron, I just wrote down very briefly about him. He's a story artist, voice actor. And then Chris Pern worked on Open Season. And so there were some really fun actors. I mean, Bill Hader was Flint.
Hater.
Anna Faris, Sam, and Anna Faris is the actress that is in the scary movies. And I just realized when I read it today that she's actually married to Chris Pratt. She's Chris Pratt's wife. The actor that we love. Yeah. And then, of course, James Caan is one of the voices in the movie.
He's his dad.
And it was really, really good.
Really?
Any takes, any special takes that you have on the movie?
Take one.
Anything you wanted to share about it?
I don't like sharing.
I know. Anything?
It's all mine.
Anything
Hold
at
on,
all?
I'm switching discs.
So, did you get a headache today because you played too much Xbox? Because if
I
you
didn't play any Xbox.
So
Oh, no,
what
that's
were
a
you
lie. I
doing
played some
today,
Tai-Tai,
SG?
And then I watched about 4 or 5 episodes of Orange is the New Black.
I don't even really know much about the show. I know that it's all the rage. I didn't get
You
a
won't
chance.
like it because there's a lot of lesbian stuff going on, and you just hate all that stuff. It's just ugh.
I mean, I watch Royal Pains. I started watching Royal Pains this week, and I like it. I like the show. It was a USA show. I have a tendency, I loved Monk. I know I'm not always in the mainstream things that I like, but it's fun. I like Royal Pains. I think it's a cute show. Oh, Kaijudo loves Anna Faris, and she's very funny, quite comedic. And I was kind of cool to find out her and Chris Pratt are married because, I could see it.
You can see them having nookie pie.
No, SG, not that way. Oh, and she was in The Dictator and a whole bunch with Sacha Baron Cohen. Yeah. He's a little too over the top for me. I mean, unfortunately, I have to, or fortunately, will admit that I laughed through the entire Boris movie, but there were some really inappropriate things in there that should not have.
You mean Borat?
Borat. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Boris is one of the characters in the Royal Pains show. Yeah. Okay. So, wow, crazy. Yes, dear. I'm gonna start crashing, SG.
Crash. Here, let me know if it's straight.
What? If what's straight? Why are you fixing the camera for? I might yawn. I have a serious lack of oxygen going on right now. So, are any of you guys watching Orange is the New Black? I know, it's really trending. So, is it prison related? It's prison. It's a female prison show. Yeah. Yogi said Boris was great, Bruno not so much. I mean, my mom's not really one that's into comedy. You really gotta, I don't know. I don't know what it is that makes her laugh, but the only other thing that had made her laugh so hard was when she saw American Pie and she almost rolled off of the couch a couple of times. Well, that's exactly what she did when she watched Borat. She was crying. What?
Anyway.
What do you mean? Oh, sorry. Okay. Hi, Belly. Say hi to everybody.
Let's talk about other things besides old ass movies.
What? I can't talk about stuff. They're having fun here. See? If you want to know
okay,
what started Orange is the New Black, watch Cell Block H. Kaijuda says, I'm old school. I'm a fan of Cell Block H, or as it was called on the BBC Prisoner. Oh, yeah, that's right. Kaijudo and I both like BBC a lot. BBC is ultimately probably my favorite overall station for shows. And then, there's a couple little shows on USA that I like. I like it when they're light and kind of funny because I do have a tendency to be so serious that I don't think B would piss on all those orange girls, says Kaijudo. So you're enjoying it, SG, to say the
It's-
least. You watched 4 episodes.
Okay, let me put it this way. Janeway, Captain Janeway's in it.
So you could see boobies. Is that why you're watching it?
Yeah, no.
Yes.
Because the boobies they show aren't that great. Did you hear the part where I said Captain Janeway's in it?
Yeah.
Does that mean anything to you? You were watching Voyager like it was
Yeah.
going out of style.
Well, I'm a
Voyager.
Trekkie.
Well, she's in it.
I'm a Trekkie. Oh, Doctor Who, Yogi. I know. Doctor Who's awesome.
I fell out of Doctor Who when I forgot which one it was. Anyway, we're not talking about Doctor Who. We're not talking about freaking.
So what are we talking about?
We're talking about video games.
Yes, we need to do that as well. For
Oh,
sure.
we do?
Yeah, I
Why?
think that's a good idea.
Don't you have more stuff on your paper?
Oh, SG, I tried and I couldn't get any further today.
You suck. Anyway, by the way, on the background is a burning rangers, something to the sky. Burning rain, something to something that burning rain. I don't know the words. Yeah.
Uh-oh.
Fly high, burning
Sorry,
rangers.
you guys. I
Sonic-
didn't mean to yawn on the air.
Okay,
Horrible.
okay, you need to stop doing that. Okay, producing you right now. Do not yawn and then say, "Oh my God, I can't believe I just yawned."
I'm on
Oh
with friends
my
and new, possibly new friends.
That
so-
means you have nothing to say when you say stuff like that.
No, it means I have a lack of oxygen moment.
Mm-hmm.
That's what it means, SG.
Whatever,
Lack
I'm
of
just-
oxygen
I'm
moment.
just saying.
I have plenty to say.
What was the best captain in Star Trek? Because Yogi Zilla says Captain Janeway, best Star Trek captain ever.
She was pretty great.
Why? Because she was a girl.
I'm gonna have to tell you, I don't think that I have a favorite.
You have to have a favorite. Worst captain?
I'm gonna have to say Captain Kirk. I mean, I gotta go with the original.
How dare you? William Shatner Kirk.
Yes.
Why? Because he was an alien womanizer?
No, because I like him so much. I'm like
He was the worst or the best?
the best.
So who's the worst?
I like them all the same from that point.
You are sucking. You are
I
sucking.
don't
So
like to
everybody else was the worst and William Shatner Kirk was the best.
Well, I like them all.
Put them in order of better and worst.
Why?
Because that's what we do. We'd make a list and we put them on the internet and say, hey, Doctor Who, Benny Hill, The EastEnders, Monty Python all made the BBC.
Oh my gosh, I watched so much Benny Hill growing up.
Go ahead, say it.
I'm sorry for yawning. I'm having lack of oxygen moment. I really.
I really didn't mean for you to say it. I was a test. You failed the test.
You
You
said,
failed.
I passed it.
Fail.
I did what you told me, which is
No.
rare.
Yeah, it is rare. Like the studio that Microsoft owns.
Oh, Yogi was being facetious and
Okay.
sarcastical.
I revisited the Kirk days, though. Those movies are deliciously bad. Worst captain was my fave dude from Quantum Leap. Yeah, he was pretty bad. What was his name? Captain...
Who? What?
Scott Bakula. What was his captain's name? What was his name?
Oh my God.
Yeah, Scott Bakula is his name, but I don't remember what the Kirk...
I can't
What
even
is,
believe it.
Okay, I'm gonna list my favorites. I will say...
Picard commanded the most presence.
I'm gonna say... Well, see,
He's
does
a
it... I'm gonna say Sulu. I'm cheating. The new and old Sulu. They're in the middle somewhere. Well, see, Sulu didn't get a lot of time, and he didn't really. I mean, he did in the new movie. He was in charge of Enterprise for a bit, but he wasn't really the captain. He was just acting as captain. But
How did we get on this subject?
in the older movies, he had his own ship. Sam Beckett, thank you, Kaijudo. Yogi Zilla says, yes, I was being facetious. I enjoyed Janeway, okay, but she was kind of flat as a character. Yeah, she was like, you guys do what I say. We need to get back to Earth.
And so was Picard, but he was handsome.
Yeah, but
and bald.
he had that British accent like, hello, number one. We need to go to.
But you know what's crazy about him? I
Number one.
swear he looks exactly the same to me today.
No, he does not. You need to look.
I
at
don't
the
know.
old-
Patrick Stewart,
Well, it was an
he,
SD, so you know.
he has aged extremely well. He really has.
I'm gonna say. Let's see. I don't want to say Picard. I'm gonna say. I'm gonna say Kirk had the most charisma.
Yeah, charisma.
William Shatner, Kirk. Chris Pine, Kirk is still. I don't want to count the new movies yet because they're.
No, we're talking Star Trek here, SG.
I'm sorry. There are 2 movies that came out recently called
TV Star Trek, SG.
No, because Star Trek, the original series, had movies also. Remember Star Trek, the motion picture? Remember The Wrath of Khan, the best Star Trek movie ever? So I'm going to say Kirk wins on charisma. Picard wins on overall just coolness, Britishness. His Britishicities make it the best. Cisco, he was weird because he's actually a weird dude in real life. He was all right.
He is kind of strange in real life, isn't he?
Yes, he is.
He's a jazz musician.
Freaking weird. He is the weirdest man on the planet.
He's a jazz
Pike,
musician.
the original Pike. I remember watching it like once, but I don't remember it too. He was kind of just he's a guy, and they kill him off, and then the real guy comes in. You know, but I like the new Pike in the new movies.
I need someone to help tell me what the heck was Scat. Is it Bacula's?
Scat Bakula.
Bacula's name. I should know.
I just said it. Sam Beckett. Come on, pay attention.
Beckett?
Sit chat.
Beckett like Castle?
Oh my gosh.
Oh, he was Sam Beckett.
So so we'll say old school Kirk.
Yeah.
And Picard. Cisco. Janeway. Sam Beckett. In that order. And then we're not including new movies because they're rehashes on old characters. So, although I do like the new Kirk. I like the new Kirk. I like Chris Pine's Kirk, but he's kind of just playing.
Well, he's a younger version.
He's just playing himself, playing the character basically. He's not because, I mean, William Shatner did the same thing, but he was the first. So, a lot of his mannerisms and how he spoke and stuff like that, his personality were infused in the character because he's the original. So everybody's basing the character of Kirk off of the original William Shatner Kirk, which is based off of William Shatner because he's the actor, obviously.
Kaijudo is hysterical. Star Trek was racist. They named the black Captain Cisco like the drink. Kaijudo, you are such an original guy. I tell you. I love it.
Isn't Cisco like Peruvians like Cisco or something more than?
I'm not sure.
If it was like Coltrane or something, or like, you know, like Colt 45, then I'd be like, yeah, that's racist. But Cisco, you know. What about San Francisco?
That would be a place to go.
What about San Francisco?
Place to go and visit.
And you see how that works? Like San Francisco, right? That's where Starfleet Academy is in the new movies. I don't know if it was in the old. You see what I'm saying? It's connecting. They were looking back, like, where should the Starfleet Academy be in the new movies? This is J.J. Abrams.
Now,
where should it be? Captain San Francisco. I did it. I'm a genius. J.J. Abrams braided me.
I've got to tell you though, my love for Star Trek, and I don't know all the ins and outs and all the little tidbits, but I know enough about it. I love it so much, Star Trek. But I almost got derailed because I'm learning a bit more about Gene Roddenberry. And of course, one goes hand in hand, being that he is the creator, and like his life was just so freaking weird. And beside the fact that he was a womanizer, I almost got derailed. His son, he just was not really good to his son. No, that affects me.
Why do you always find the dark, evil parts of any topic or conversation? No, it's not.
I am basically stating how my absolute love for Star Trek almost got derailed because I learned more about the author.
Well, you shouldn't like it because you don't like R. Kelly because he's pissing on kids. You shouldn't like Gene Roddenberry because he's smacking bitches.
We're not going to talk about R. Kelly.
I'm making a comparison. Gene Roddenberry is to R. Kelly. Yes.
He was a woman beater?
No, R. Kelly. Well, he beat up with the golden showers. Yeah,
no,
sure.
not him. Not not that.
No, I'm just saying,
Low
womanizer. You know, it's not the same thing.
I
But
thought you meant smacking, like hitting.
well, no, smacking skins, whatever you want to call it.
Oh, that. Well, so I don't know. It was just weird hearing like that in the documentary. His son was part of the documentary, and it's like, ooh, this guy was not a very cool guy. He was not cool at all. But man, could he write a good story. And I believe I Can Fly. That was disgusting. I said, oh, I yawn, lack of oxygen.
Stop looking at yourself and look at the camera.
SG's burping. I'm looking at Bella,
Look at the
not
camera.
me. I'm looking at
She's right on your lap. She's looking at you.
Chihuahua dog who's looking up at me. Yeah, Bella.
Anyway, you playing the games this week?
I have a new phone now.
So do I.
And yeah, his is totally different than mine. But at least now I can download games and apps for when I need to give my brain a rest from work.
Her other phone was broken. She couldn't get it fixed because people are stupid.
I know. I tried. I brought it to the service center to have it fixed. SG. You know I did.
Yeah, I know. Anyway, so she got a little crappy phone, and
But I like it.
that's fine. You could like the little crappy rinky-dink preschool funhouse phone.
It's got Windows 8.1 on it.
Mhm. And this is what I got.
Yeah, he's gonna make us go and
Bam! Oops.
as you flip the
Bam!
screen with your middle finger.
That's right. Windows Phone 8, super big, super big, super big.
So I do have a couple questions for you, SG, right off the get-go, as the interviewer to the interviewee. You were totally saying,
Nope, lie.
I'm going Android.
Nope.
I'm going Android. I am absolutely, positively going Android. And why did that not happen?
Because the apps that were relevant and important at the time, this is too high now, which is, you know, Instagram, Twitch, and all that stuff, weren't available on my phone that I had because I had a 7.5. So now with 8.1 and going forward, they are available, so I don't need to get an Android because I could do most of the same stuff on Windows Phone 8. And I like the interface better. And this camera, I was going to get the 1020, which had the 41 megapixel camera, but my boy has that, and I've been messing with it. I was like, you know what? I want the ridiculously big screen. This is like having a tablet, basically, right? So now I don't need a tablet because I got this. But it's like the... I lost my train of thought.
That's because you had beer. And
No,
yeah.
because this phone is so amazing. It's pulling out the brain cells for. So I got Instagram on here now. I've been had an Instagram account, but I just never did anything
Oh, really?
I didn't have a good camera
Because
I wanted to take
that
pictures.
you keep from me.
That's a real big secret. So I mean, I can do. I mean, they have less emulators on here, but I don't want to play, you know, emulated ROMs and stuff on my phone. And if I want to do that, I can get a little tablet. But this is a 6-inch phone, right? So diagonally 6 inches.
And you actually fit that in your pocket.
Yes, I do, because I wear big pants because I need room for all of this. You know what I mean? For all of this down here.
Oh my gosh.
I need a little space. You know what I'm saying? I want my boys to swim like, wait, yo, we got room, son. We got room, son.
He's kidding.
I'm like, that's right, buddy. What? Oh, you stuck? Hold up. Let me adjust. Blip, bloop, blow. And then they good to go. That's what you gotta do. See, when you're wearing
It's
the tighty
making me
whities.
itchy, SG. I wonder why.
I haven't worn tighty whities since I was about probably 11, 12 years old.
Tidy whities? You don't wear tidy whities?
What did I just say? I haven't worn them since I was like 11, 12 years old.
Your mom gave you
Because
permission to move on to boxers?
I was like, what is this new revelation of boxers? What is
How
this?
long have boxers been out?
I don't know, but when they came out, I was wearing them. I was like 13. I was like, yo, my PB's big. I need some room. These little tighty whities struggling my stuff.
I see. Nice.
Eddie
Ooh,
Rotten.
what happened? I just heard a beep.
Yeah, Eddie Rotten. You stick around. You'll learn all about stuff, and this is the precursor to the Knuckleballer Radio. Bloopity blah.
We do love our knuckleballer, though.
Yeah, Sean Freeman Daddy, and Normie Norm Latte, and
We had a really
So
good time because of course I wasn't able to be on our show last week, but the week before
yeah, we were on there
we-
through Xbox One.
Yeah, and okay,
Know what I'm
so
saying?
SG right has no common sense. So
What? Just because you jump out of your clothes and jump into your pajamas?
I was in my pajamas and
Whose
he's
fault is that?
Skyping in the entire living room.
Whose fault
So
is that?
at the end of the day, I was like so over it.
Hey.
I
You
was
lucky they
just
don't
sit-
stream on all games.
Oh my gosh.
You lucky it's not saved.
Yeah.
It's just for them to see you.
Mhm.
I should record it.
There was nothing. There was nothing to see.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Okay.
Subjects are all over the place, but we were just talking
Yeah.
about the big old Windows phone I got, the 1520 Nokia, 16 megapixel camera. Actually, it does two. Like there's an option where you can do a 16 megapixel image or a 5 megapixel image or both at the same time, and it saves it as both, so you can upload the smaller to or Facebook or whatever and save the bigger one for editing and stuff. So
Now,
that's pretty cool.
I was on my way home the other day, and they were specifically talking about how they're already starting to run out of certain precious metals that they are using to make the phones. So I wonder how that's going to pan out eventually. And I guess a lot of it's from China, so go figure. I don't remember all the metals that they mentioned, but certain metals that they use.
Vibranium,
Are you serious? I didn't think so.
unobtainium.
The other thing is, SG, what does the version of Windows Now do as far as YouTube? Well, because remember on the non-Android phone, you couldn't do YouTubies that well.
You can do YouTube. I can do YouTube.
It's fine now, but remember you couldn't stream. It's not fine.
It's fine.
Oh, okay. So they updated it because it didn't support the old Windows.
It's just Flash. It's the same with iPhones, okay? Here's the misnomer. People like Bridget who don't know no better.
Any better.
And many iPhone users. iPhone, you can't do Flash on iPhone. You can't do Flash video. You can't do Flash nothing,
I know
right?
I can't do Flash. I've tried to download it.
So, I'm not talking about you right now.
Whatever.
Okay, it's not all about you. It's not always all about you.
Sure,
right?
sure.
So relax.
USA.
Anyway, so so iPhones, they don't do Flash. So when they go on YouTube, what happens? I don't know. It's HTML5. Boom. That's it. And this Windows is doing the same thing. Because they don't like Adobe for some reason. I like Adobe because Premiere is better than Final Cut. Final Cut could kick rocks with Sony and the Rock Quarry. Because it's ridiculous what they did with Final Cut.
Sony and the Rock Quarry.
Apple is so dumb. I don't know why Apple's so dumb, but they are dumb. Because they're
still making all the money.
They had the music scene locked down. They still kind of do a little bit. They had the video editing scene locked down. They had it locked down. They was like, Final Cut. What version of Final Cut you got? Final Cut 5. I got it on my Mac. Final Cut.
So
Final
what
Cut
happened?
5.
Where'd we go wrong?
They put out Final Cut X or Final Cut 10, whatever it's called, and they made it into iMovie, and it's garbage. It's garbage.
Oh, yeah, I didn't even know that.
And people are like, nope, I ain't upgrading. I'm still on 7. Nobody's upgrading. And people who are not upgrading, who want a better thing, they go into Premiere. They go into Adobe Premiere, or they go into, I forget the other one. But they messed up. They messed up big time. So, I guess they just care about their phones and their hardware and not too much about software.
But what's going to happen when we run out of precious metals?
Recycling. Or we'll invent some other metal to use instead of whatever we're using.
Eddie Rotten. And hi, Eddie Rotten. Thanks for tuning in to us.
What's up, Eddie Rotten?
I heard the LG G3 will have some serious specs.
Lithium. Well, that's the batteries.
Yeah.
I don't know. LG G3.
We have an LG TV, and unfortunately...
Oh, my gosh. Don't buy LG.
We didn't do very well with it.
No, LG TV.
I don't know why.
Our TV sucked. My boy has a bigger TV, LG. It sucked because it does the same thing. There's something with the power board.
Oh, you didn't tell me he has the same problem?
Yes, he has the same problem. I was like, just either leave it on, or when you turn it on, it's gonna take a while. It needs to heat up.
Yeah,
or whatever
we leave our TV on.
And I was like,
which is really not good for someone who likes to be environmental.
Whatever. You're mental. You're not environmental.
I
know why you're not environmental? This is why she's not environmental, and she's full of shite right now. No, that too. But we got a fish tank, right? I'm like, yo, let's just have one filter because it's only let the man finish.
I'm gonna bite that finger off. You better move it.
So let's just have one. It'll keep the sound a little down when we're playing the
SD, you don't do the water changes. Point blank. Nah. I want to. He just reminded me to go back in the attic getting the other filter down.
Anyway, it's a heavy duty filter. It's like bloosh, like water. So I'm like, one filter, the sound will be low, less sound pollution, so we can hear the TV. The TV doesn't have to be blasted.
But it's not sound pollution to me.
Not done.
Okay, James Brown / Cosby.
And it would be less power, right? If you have two, then it's double the power because you got two pumps going,
but
right?
Maya would be happier. Oh yeah, and Yogi, we have Maya the fish. She's probably close to a pound.
She's a pleco.
We have a pleco algae eater who
Plectamacapa,
is about 9 years old.
She that old?
Yes.
Damn.
And we love her.
But she's a fish.
She's a fish. She's a sweetie pie. She gives me. I interact with her because she knows I'm a vegetarian. Yeah. Yes, so.
Yeah, whatever. Algae are animals too. Algae. They're living organisms, not animals. Anyway.
Yeah, go ahead, SG. What?
So the power. What was we talking about before that stupid power thing? Phone. Well, yeah, the phone, YouTube. Yeah, it's a good. I like it. I mean, it's big and it's probably too big for many people. If you have skinny jeans, don't get this phone because it's not gonna fit in your pocket. They had like a little clip where you put it on your belt. I was like, nah, I don't put the clip on it. I put it in my pocket, son. So I like it.
The thing about the phones and why I made sure to get a case this time, even though I had never broken a phone in my life, but when I actually got a new one 2 phones ago, sure enough, I said, oh, I gotta get a case for this phone. It slipped out of my hands, fell in the parking lot, broke into a million pieces.
Yogizilla says Pro Tools is like industry standard still. Cubase is nice, but that crap is too buggy for a premium solution. But SG's talking video. You should see his stuff on R9Cast YouTube. Smiley face. Actually, Normie, what's up, Norm? My video stuff is on Reservoir 9 on YouTube. It's a channel. So RESERVOIR, the number 9 on YouTube. And is there a space? There might be a space between the word and the 9, but just search it and it's on there. And there's a little R9 with a blue and a circle. So check that out. I swear that's where all my videos are. Well, most of the videos I've done are. I've done some other charity stuff that isn't up there, but that doesn't matter.
And that charity one should be up there. Oh, we can't.
No, it's not
we
on
don't
R9.
have that. Yeah,
it's on Catherine So For Cure.
Yeah.
But I have the owl one. I'm gonna do next. I'm gonna cut together the owl video.
I'm still waiting for my owl video.
I have the golf year 3 video, year 3, and then I have other stuff I need to do, but I have stuff I wanted to do before E3 to premiere E3.
You have some music stuff, but you gave it to the musicians. You don't have it.
I didn't give it. I never gave them the footage.
Amine?
Oh yeah.
You don't have that? Do you have that?
I have it, but it's on. I gave it to her to put on her stuff.
But you can't put it for people to see for what you're doing? You know what I'm saying?
I know. I need to maybe put a link or something. Because I don't want to put it 2 spots and then it'll split the viewership. You know what I mean? That's the whole point. To get her viewers up, put it in one spot. She can get all the viewers. That's the whole point of doing a video for her.
Well, I tweeted it out, you guys. So watch from my Twitter. It's a video SG did. It's Amine Eager. I'll retweet it again, and I actually got like 70 views that day.
Beep,
so that was cool.
Boop, beep,
very good video too.
Up. Wait. Up, down, left, right.
Yogi says, I used Fisher Price my first video editing suites.
Normie likes my tea. Norma.
Hey, Normie, miss you.
Eddie Rotten says, I'm currently using Vegas Pro right now. Yeah, I'm using Vegas too. Vegas is pretty easy to use. I like Vegas, but Vegas, there's certain things that Vegas doesn't do well. Like
is Vegas Sony?
Yeah, Sony.
Haha, see, I have no.
They don't do green screen compositing that well. Not as well as a Premiere, but it's each their own. Yogi says, oh my bad, getting all technical. SGS Reservoir 9. He spelled it all out to be fancy. No, I spelled it because I don't know too many people who know how to spell reservoir. It's all French and stuff. Reservoir 9. Like, you say the word reservoir.
Reservoir?
You ain't say that like you French. You said that like an American.
I'm not even that French, am I?
Please, you tried. See, I should just turn it off like reservoir. I'm like, what? Say it like you know how you gonna always say French words.
I can't say because you put me on the spot. I'm like so confused as to how to say it.
Hey, I think Normie likes your T-shirt as well.
Back it up, Fruit Loop. Don't you dare touch me in public.
Yeah, we can't turn into a playroom up here. No,
this
man.
is not a playroom. No,
you don't get it. Anyway, yeah. So I like the phone. It's good. There's
the
another
new
thing.
Orange, black, orange,
no,
new orange.
Quiet. Jeez.
What?
Nokia Refocus. It's
SG Poor System Performance.
Shut up! Oh my God! What the hell is wrong with you?
I'm pointing it out.
Great. That's part of the show now.
What?
Nokia Refocus. It's an app on the phone that.
Well, you burped earlier. I can't say poor system performance.
It's been saying that all show.
Okay, so I just noticed it.
You're gonna remember. You need to mention that next week too, because
I will.
Part of the annoying line of things you say.
I will make sure
that are not relevant to anything.
I will make absolutely sure to mention it.
You know what I'm saying? Whatever. So anyway, Nokia Refocus.
Always at top-notch relevancy.
Nokia Refocus is a program. It's a photo program. So you take a picture, right? And what it does, it tells you to press on the screen where the closest focal point would be, like the closest object to focus on. And then it takes, I don't know how many pictures, but it takes, I don't know, 3 or 4 pictures from the closest to infinity, the farthest. And then it puts them all together into an app, and so that you can press anywhere on the screen, and it'll focus wherever you want it to focus. So you can, adjust the focus accordingly, whatever you want it, whatever you want it to look like. So
how
it's
many
kind of cool.
megapixels?
16 and 5.
Wow,
and
that's
it has
more than most average.
1080p screen on that, and on the front facing is 720p. So whatever.
Yeah. So the whole purpose for going to AT&T was to cut down on the bill, and SG swears he didn't say this, but I swear
I did not
that
say
he
that.
did. He's like,
Nope.
I don't care. I'll just get whatever's the least expensive.
That was for you, not me.
Oh no! Oh,
see, you, nah, man, you got brain damage. What the hell you talking about?
So full of hoopty
Nope.
doopty.
You always know I be getting the fly stuff. You always
said
know.
you did not.
No, you know
care.
I would get the fly stuff. Oh, by the way, Eddie Rotten, if you want to watch us, I don't know if is this still on? Oh yeah, there we are. Hey, let me turn that off.
We're on all games, right?
Yeah, our Twitch is live on all games. Oh man, it didn't change the thing.
What's the thing? What's the thing that didn't change? Tell me.
Oh no, I know why, because I loaded it later, but that's okay. Hold on, let me adjust this again. There you go. But yeah, where just go down below the chat, and you can see the video. It should be playing, so you can see us anyway. So, but anyway, if you didn't know that. But yeah, so can we talk about like video games?
Sure, lead the way.
No, I want you to lead the way, babe.
You were leading the way,
dude.
You're always leading the way.
E3 is next week.
It just feels like it just happened. Time's going by.
Yeah, last year.
So I know, but it feels like we just had
Aren't
E3.
you excited, Bridget?
Well, I watched a lot of it last year. I'm excited because I know so much less than all of you. So every little bit I can learn makes me happy. Yes, I'm excited.
Why are you excited?
So I can learn more.
What games are you excited about?
I don't know.
Oh my gosh! Why? If you want to be a part of the club, you
Why
gotta
do
do some homework. Cause that's what I do. That's what I do, son. That's what I do.
Husband.
What'd you call me?
Nothing.
Boo?
Fool.
Boo. Oh,
I mean,
fool,
that
that's
slipped
better.
out.
That's
That was
better. That's more accurate. I am
no. Boo was probably what you call all your ex-girlfriends.
What's up, girl?
Yeah, back in
I
the
never
day.
called any of my girlfriends boo. What kind
Little
of corny ass
Papacito.
shit is that?
Oh, that's your MO. You were booing.
I ain't booing. Nah, I boo
You-
Sony because they wag like boo, and not the good way. Boo.
I thought you continually keep saying that you are not biased against
I'm
Sony.
not. I play the troll.
But
Don't
you're
you know
gonna
that?
buy the PS4.
I will. When they come out with some good games. No. Let me reverse. When they come out with some awesomely AAA first party awesome games that I can't get anywhere else, then I buy it. But when you come out with games that are first party, you're kicking rocks, son. Infamous, same game, better graphics, kicking rocks. What was the next?
You sound like a drunk.
Yeah, mama. What else?
How dare
That's what happened when you mess with
you.
the bro. That's what you get. You get a dozen. Your mama's so tall that there be different weather zones
My
on her
mama's
forehead.
so tall she can
and her
step
toe.
on you with 1 foot. I finally am getting good at this. They push me. They push me to join the club.
That wasn't even fun.
I am not good with comebacks.
Wasn't funny.
Don't want to have to do comebacks, but now
Come up with another one. Let's go.
I
Let's go.
can't.
Jokey McJokington.
There's no.
Come on.
Oh my gosh. I'm cracking myself up. So, Eddie Rotten says Destiny looks good.
Ah, Destiny.
What?
Destiny. Let me talk about Destiny. Destiny can kick rocks. All right, here's the
Why
thing
do you
about Destiny.
keep getting up, SG?
Because I saw something that needed. It's still not right. Anyway, Destiny by Bungie, formerly owned by Microsoft, or not owned. Wait, did they? No, they just had a deal. They had a game deal with them, basically. I think. Anyway, it doesn't matter. Destiny by Bungie looks okay. It's one of those games. See, here's the problem. Here's the problem that
Tell it, SG.
I've kind of seen. It's kind of a trend with PlayStation platforms ever since the beginning of PS3, because PS2 was so hot. It was like, boom, we're the
Yeah,
king.
oh my gosh,
We can't
I'll never forget.
We can't do. Nobody could touch us, right? So after that,
Right.
it's just hype. Everything Sony do, everything PlayStation, hype. And the problem with it is that they're overhyping their games too early. Like, for instance, Wolfenstein came out, right? Wolfenstein: The New Order, right? It comes out, and people they're like, whatever, Wolfenstein, it's gonna be okay. And like the game press or whatever played it before, and it was kind of rough or whatever. And now it's like, it's awesome, it's dope. It's because there was no hype. You understand? So the expectations were lower. The game was kind of awesome. Boom. Like, if that game was overhyped, everyone would look at it and pick out all the flaws and the little details that make it not so great. But since nobody was talking about it, nobody cared, everybody's looking at the good stuff because it's surprising it's so good, because nobody thought it would be good. And that's the problem with overhyping anything, really. But in this, what I'm talking about is the Sony properties that they're coming out with. So Watch Dogs was overhyped, and it got hurt a little bit by its overhype because, well, first of all, I mean, this is what Sony usually does, but Ubisoft pulled this on us this time. They showed us a gameplay demo, I guess we could call it that, that does not look anything like the game now. Like what they showed like last year doesn't look like the game. The game looks a little not as good. It still looks good, but it doesn't look as good as they showed us. And when they show us these target renders, oh, that's a target render like they did with Killzone 2, which was bullshit. That's what I'm saying. Bullshit. They shouldn't do that. It's wrong. It's kind of like false advertising. Like, yo, look at how good this game's gonna be. But they put in a little small print, gameplay, what do they say? Target render. That's what they call it. So it's like, oh, here's the target render. You know, and then they say, and then the fanboys come out. Yeah, it was kind of close. It was close. There we go. Eddie Rotten in chat busts out the upcoming PS4 releases. So I'm gonna pull that over here.
I figured.
Thank
you,
you,
might wanna do
Mr.
that, SG.
Eddie Rotten. I appreciate it. Appreciate
He
it.
has a cool. He or she
He's
has
cool.
a cool screen name.
Edwardina. Is that you're a female? Okay, cool.
I didn't say that. I'm
I'm-
assuming he's probably a he, but you never know with
Really?
small possibility.
So, I thought you were about to say small something.
Oh,
Boy, you gonna
SG,
say he
don't
got
even get
small
stupid.
something. All right, murder soul
Honestly.
suspect. Now, all these are not all PS4 exclusives, so we got to keep that in mind. So, Murder Soul Suspect is not an exclusive. June 3rd. War Thunder. War Thunder.
Now, are
I
they
think that is.
still?
But that's
now,
a PC. That's a port station. What?
Yes, I'm more novice. So, question. Do sometimes, just like back in the day with music, certain people can get an exclusive on a game first?
It's all
prior
about the
to-
money. Yes, they pay for timed exclusivity.
So, like, you can get a 6-month lead time on a game.
Yeah.
Either Xbox
Like-
One or either
like,
Sony.
There was a game that came out for the Xbox One that's coming out. I think Max and the Magic Marker. No, Max and the Curse of Brother. No, I forgot what game it is, but it's one of the smaller games that are coming out for the PS4 that came out for the Xbox One already. But yeah, they do that all the time. So War Thunder, 1001 Spikes, Worms Battleground will not be exclusive. EA Sports UFC, not exclusive. Valiant Hearts, The Great War, probably not exclusive. RBI Baseball 14, I think that came out.
What golf game
Yeah,
did
that came
you
out already.
play?
That was not hot shots.
It wasn't the golf club?
No.
Because, okay.
No.
Just wondering.
The Witness is supposed to be exclusive. That's by your boy who did Braid. I forget his name. Jonathan Blow. Blah blah blah. Jet Car Stunts HD sounds like a phone game. Actually, it sounds like a Zombie Life Podcast. Greetings. Anyway,
cool.
Guacamelee Turbo Championship Edition will be multi-platform because that's coming out for everything. The Golf Club, I never heard of that. Oddworld New and Tasty, that's an exclusive because Lauren Lanning is mad at Microsoft for some reason. I'm not too sure why. Pavilion, I don't know what that is, so sure. Dive Kick is going to be multi-plat. I think they might have a time exclusivity. I don't know. Titan Invasion, never heard of it. Well, I heard of it, but I don't know what it is. That might be exclusive.
Is it the first of its kind?
Sniper,
Titan
like
Invasion?
most of these games. Oh, that's the game. Plants vs. Zombies: Garden Warfare. That was the game that was Xbox One exclusive and 360 for time exclusivity, and it's coming out in August 19th for
So,
PS4.
SG, quick question.
Wait, Madden not exclusive.
relevant.
Minecraft not exclusive. Destiny not exclusive. Pistol Junk Shooter Ultimate exclusive. Mousecraft, I don't know what the hell it
SG,
is.
I want Sherlock Holmes.
Hohokum is exclusive. Aru's Awakening, I never heard of that, so I don't know. Disney Infinity, Marvel Superheroes, not exclusive. Hotline Miami 2, probably not exclusive, not sure. Sherlock Holmes, Crime and
want
Punishment,
it.
probably not exclusive, but I'm not sure.
want that game.
Chariot, never heard of it, so I'm not going to say. Counter Spy, not. Oh, that'll be exclusive because Sony made it. Oli, I think that's exclusive too. Velocity 2X, sure. A lot of these games
Long
are like
list.
little baby PC games. FIFA 5, no. Phoenix Rage, Race to Sun, Last of Us Remastered, Port. Thank you, console exclusives. Thank you, man. I was reading all those ports. I was like, geez, what's up with all these ports there, Sony? I'm gonna put together a list of the ports for the Port Station 4, and then the actual first party games and the third party games, so you can see the percentage of the different. What is this? Oh, here we go. All right. Due to a couple of requests, I also highlighted games coming to PC as well in green, and TE is timed exclusive. All right, so PlayStation 4, Basement Crawl. Don't know what that is. I think that's a smaller game, baby game. Blacklight Retribution. That was the game that Zombie Studios, which Agos now works at, and they came out with that other game that was Daylight. That was the other game. Wait, is that it? Oh, that's once again, that's it. Well, first of all, Blacklight Retribution is a PC port, so that's a port.
SG.
Daylight, I think, came out at the same time. Wait, what?
Okay, never
What?
mind.
What?
Forget it.
Is it important? Well, how
Yes.
important is it? How important is it?
I have a question. Darn it.
Yeah.
How many games approximately has Xbox One done under the guise of Xbox One now released, would you say, since the release
I am talking
date?
about PlayStation right now.
Okay,
I don't know. I'm not
sorry.
getting off of that. I'm not
Anybody
getting there
know
yet.
Okay, all right. Don't get so sassy.
All right, so DC Universe Online, port. Drive Club, when is that coming out? Are you guys excited about Drive Club? I don't think so. I don't know. Yes, Exodus, Knuckleballer is next. Day and night.
Knuckleballer has quite the following.
Yeah, y'all need to listen to us before Knuckleball. It's like a
We're warming
advertiser.
up the show for them.
Anyway,
Yeah.
Final Fantasy XIV. What is that? 6, 7, 14, 15, 14, 14. Oh, the PC port. Yeah. Gotcha. Infamous Second Son. We all know that was not that great. Eddie Rotten says, looking forward to Dying Light, The Evil Within, Destiny, Halo, and a few others. I heard that The Evil Within wasn't that good, but we'll see. I mean, I guess it wasn't final, but I think it kind of... But it got delayed till October, because it was supposed to come out this summer, so I don't know. We'll see. A lot of things getting delayed. And I made the joke on I think, Facebook or something, with the delay station.
I saw that.
I expect to be playing Forza Horizon 2 at E3. Yeah, Forza Horizon 2 on Xbox One.
Derek H.
Oof. Man, the thing about Forza Horizon is still an awesome game because it's like casual, it's easy. You don't need to like worry about this and that. And the music is just great. They got all that. They have more of a Netsky or Netsky, if you want to say it that way, in it than I don't think Zed has any tracks on it, but Netsky's kind of tight. I like his tracks. So anyway, yeah, I'm looking forward to Forza Horizon because it's just fun to play, like them fun games. Primal Carnage Genesis, another PC port, or maybe I don't know if it came out.
There's Xbox One coming up.
Quiet. Oh, thank you, Eddie Rodden, once again. Let's see, Super Stardust HD port, War Thunder port, Warframe port, Deep Down, not a port.
Why is some of it highlighted?
Those are PC games as well. Transistor, I think, came out at the same time or later on the PC, so they give. But that's kind of like, I heard Transistor wasn't that good either because it's like it's good, but Transistor is basically Bastion, except they changed the battle system barely a little bit. But I mean, it's a beautiful game and stuff, but I'm not, Kaiju says PlayStation. All this time, I thought SG was complaining about claymation. All this time. No, Port Station. Mercenary Kings, which is both on PC and PS4, Port Station 4. I heard that wasn't the greatest game. Don't Starve is a port, timed exclusive. My ass. That's port. I played the demo on PC before the freaking Port Station 4 even came out. Octodad once again. I think that was on PC. All right, so Xbox One. So they have 20, but that's including all the ports and stuff. So wait, can we count the ones that are just exclusive and not ports? And okay, so not port, not exclusive. So Basement Crawls 1, Infamous 2, Drive Club, Killzone, Knack, The Order. Oh boy. Super Stardust. Super Stardust is a port. Deep Down is not. Wait, I missed it. Hold on a second. Basement, Drive Club, Infamous, Killzone, Knack, The Order 6. Oops. The Order 6, 7, Deep Down. 7 out of 20 are exclusive first party games. And not all of them are super giant games. AAA, I would say. Most of them are. I don't know. I guess Knack is a AAA game, but not really. Anyway. Let's see. Xbox has less games, I guess. But let's see. Xbox One. Below. Capybara games. I think Below is a timed exclusive. I think it is a timed exclusive. Crimson Dragon, which was alright. Dead Rising 3. Yeah. D4. Yeah. Forza Motorsport 5, Halo 5, Killer Instinct, it's a remake or I don't know, that's not a port, it's a remake, so does that count? I don't know. Kinect Sports Rival, Project Spark, yeah, it's PC. Quantum Break, Rise, Son of Rome, Sunset Overdrive, Titanfall, and whatever Black Tusk is working on, which is Gears of War, I believe. So let's see, 13, 14. I don't know, Power Star Golf. as well. So, but all of these are there. None of these, except for Project Spark and Titanfall, are PC games. So 13 out of the games, 13 games versus 7 games. Look at all this green up here. Well, you can't see it, but yeah. So I'm like, well, all right. So wait, let me go back here. I missed some of this. Some bad news. Ann B. Davis, who played Alice from the Brady Bunch, has died at the age of 88. Oh, okay. We're having another challenge tonight. Oh boy, they're gonna eat some stuff in their mouths. So I mean, you're looking at E3. These aren't. I mean, they'll show some new stuff. I guess they'll show, because I guess it's gonna be all games for Microsoft. I don't know what Sony's gonna show. They're gonna show, hey, we've sold a lot of stuff and blah. Here's the thing about Sony. I want to talk about. They always say we. I mean, Microsoft does this too. Don't get me wrong; they've done it in the past. But right now, if you notice, if you notice, Sony isn't giving you numbers, right? They're not saying no numbers. They're just saying, "Oh, we outsold everybody." They're not saying no numbers.
I thought they already had numbers.
They're not saying the numbers. So, what is happening is that, they are barely outselling. Like Xbox One and stuff like that, when it comes to weekly sales.
So you've done a proper research on this, SG?
So in the USA. So in the USA, consoles hardware, PS4 sold 45,532, and Xbox One sold 31,664.
That's for this past week.
This week. So. What is that? So that's +2 for change and +5% for Xbox One. So the trend is people are buying more Xbox Ones than PS4s, right? They didn't sell more, but they didn't sell. They're what is that? 10 to 14,000. And the difference is the total in the US is 3,331,000 for PS4 and 2,898,000, blah blah blah. So, the numbers are really close, and I'm looking at it. I'm like, okay, that's cool. So let's look at the year. Well,
yeah, that's what I was going to ask.
As far as the game,
what's going on with the European market?
Well, the games, right? Wolfenstein is killing the top of the charts, and Minecraft, of course, of both systems. But after all the 7, like Wolfenstein is 1, 2, Minecraft for PS3 is 3, and then Wolfenstein, and then Minecraft 360. It's number 6, and then Wolfenstein for the PS3 is number 7, and then the next one.
How long has Minecraft been out now?
A long time. Titanfall for Xbox One is number 8. Is the next game after Minecraft and Wolfenstein. And then I'm looking down. Where is Infamous? Where Infamous is number 21. That's what I'm saying. Where are the strong first-party AAA games for Sony? Sony's. Every time I hear people talking about Sony got better first party, okay, I hear that, but I don't see it, right? So the last first party game they came out with, nope, that's a lie. Their baseball game was a first party game.
So you're saying the numbers are not dictating that's
okay?
The case.
So MLB The Show, that's the other game, and that's a good game, and they sold a lot of that. They sold like 5 million copies of that in the U.S. alone. So that's but That's a little bit different because MLB The Show is the only baseball game out there. There's no other baseball game out. You know what I mean? There's no other game. So they have the whole market, basically.
Hey, SG.
No other choices. What?
When they configure the numbers, like...
This is just NPD. This isn't downloads. This isn't, it's not very accurate. But
how did you know I was going to ask that,
because
SG?
I got ESPN, son. I told you that.
Gee, wizard. Not really, but okay.
All right, so Europe.
So tracking it. So then that's just like the bare minimum numbers right here.
So here's the platform numbers in Europe, which is all of Europe, not just UK. So Europe, PS4 has sold 45,010 units, and Xbox One sold 11,240 units. And then you say, oh my God, look at the difference, blah blah blah. You have to remember. PS4 is in 48, I think maybe more now, 48 different regions across the world, so more regions in Europe. Xbox One is in 13, so there's a difference. Once they expand to the extra 26, I think they said they were gonna do, then it'll be more of a comparison. Yeah. Let's see. As far as games, as far as games, Minecraft, Infamous is number 7, and Titanfall for Xbox One is number 11. So Infamous sold 12,592, and Titanfall sold 9,831. But that's, remember, the difference in the amount of regions these two consoles are available in. And then look at those numbers. When it's only 3,000 different, I'm telling you, once those numbers change, once the availability of these systems are more in parity with each other, then we can look at the numbers and say, oh okay. And plus, we got the quote unquote price drop, which it isn't really a price drop, but you know, they just changed, they added a SKU, and I wanted to talk about that. So let's just talk about the UK before I talk about that other stuff. What?
I'm heating up like unusual.
Yeah, so am I, but just relax. Jeez. Man,
Yeah, but
I'm so it's all about you. Always all about you.
No. I'm gonna go get something to drink. SG, you're drinking beer.
Anyway, I only got
leisurely
5.
show.
I only got a couple minutes left, man. Quiet. In the UK, Minecraft, Titanfall Xbox One is number 3 at 8,000. And let's look and see where Infamous is number 7 at 3,000. And this is in the UK, where Sony and the PlayStation are supposed to be way better and stuff. They're not selling as many Titais. You know what I mean? That's what I'm saying. That's kind of my point. Total. Wait, Titanfall has sold 657,000 units, and Infamous has sold. Wait, I gotta line this up. Infamous has sold 140. That's a big difference. Oh no, my bad. 200. Oh, I had the things lined up wrong. All right, 200. Yeah, but there's still more on Xbox. All right, so in the UK, PS4 has sold 7,989 this week. Xbox One has sold 6,483. That's pretty close. And that's even with the announcement of the price cut, the quote unquote price cut, the different SKU. So, you know, we still gotta wait. But yeah, so let me talk about this, fools.
And peeps, if I do type anything in chat, don't mind my typing because the keyboard is so tiny.
Don't try to blame
that
the keyboard.
I can barely type. Look at this little guy. This is what SG gives me for gifts.
All right, we already did that. And it wasn't for you. It was for me originally. Put it down. Anyway.
Put it down.
Kazurai said.
Type on it.
This is just random news I had issues with.
Kazurai
says the PS4 is profitable right now. So I guess they're making a couple of cents on it or whatever. You know, that's another thing. Like I said before, they're not giving us numbers. How profitable is it? How many dollars are you making per unit or cents? You know?
I think potentially you're just always going to forever be slightly biased.
No. They do some stuff right and stop being foolish, then yeah. But think about what that means, right? PlayStation 4 is profitable, right? And when's the last PlayStation commercial you saw? When's the last play?
At the theater. No?
For what? Exactly.
Not sure, but I could have sworn.
There was an Xbox commercial, big time. They were like, Xbox, Xbox. But I was like, damn, man, all this Xbox going on. But yeah, they don't promote their games. They're I don't know. They've always been behind on the promotion tip as far as versus Microsoft. Microsoft's always had a better ad campaign for their content. They have always done little events for Call of Duty or whatever. I know Sony's doing that. Oh, you can watch E3 in the theaters at one theater per state, or I don't know what it is. It's just like, okay, I can just stay home too in my drawers and my big screen and watch it at home. Why would I go to a movie theater and watch the? Doesn't make sense. But anyway, at least they're trying, I guess. Moving on. Podcast Beyond, they're on another network and blah blah blah.
Yeah, why are you what's that all about?
They're a PlayStation podcast, and they say they're wondering why people are so negative and want things to fail. And they were talking about
Is that USG?
they
Are
were
you
talking
one of those?
they were talking about Infamous Second Son and how it was disappointing. Not Infamous, I'm sorry. Watch Dogs. And how it was disappointing versus what the expectation was and stuff. But they only say that, you notice, they only come out their mouths when it's a Sony game. I never heard them say nothing about, oh, why is everybody dissing on Xbox? They were in there dissing on Xbox too at the same time.
Doesn't it kind of seem like there is more Xbox One ridicule than Sony?
That's what I just said.
I know. That's what I'm saying.
Well, anyway.
I actually have agreed with you on something.
I'm going to look up a game so you could talk about stuff now since you felt like interrupting me.
What? Well, I'm glad that you're able to type on your keyboard, SG.
That's right.
So who else can we really, what media venue can we really get into besides Twitch that really is all about video games? Is everything just basically going to be YouTube centrally located, or the best way is to follow people's streams when they're live? What is it, SG?
I'm doing stuff.
What? I'm asking. I'm trying to educate myself. At least I have the courage to ask.
Oh, man, I can't remember. Wait, I gotta look this up.
Because, am I right? Twitch is changing? Who bought Twitch?
No one bought Twitch.
I thought they did. Why is Twitch changing again? Tell me. Remind me.
Oh, my gosh.
What, SG? I just shouldn't even go on here and speak at all. You know what I mean, SG? Quiet woman. What are you doing?
I'm looking up a song.
A song.
Yeah.
A girl? A
Why don't you
girly song?
shut up. Just shut up.
A girly song.
Your mama's a girly song.
You don't want
Just
to hear my mom sing.
Let's close off the show because we got to play this song and it's 3 minutes and 48 seconds. Big up to Derek H, by the way, for opening my eyes to this is a great song. I like it a lot.
Ah, well, if Derek suggested, it's always going to be awesome.
Yeah, it's like freaking 4 years old, but still, it's good.
Doesn't matter.
Anyway, got stuff to say? Say it.
Have an awesome week, you guys. Great rest of the week. Make it happen for yourselves. Time is short, so maximize it.
That's it, okay. Up next is Knuckleballer Radio with Norma,
course.
Freeman Daddy,
The
and
best.
So Doom. They talk about stuff and it's good and stuff, and they have pictures and they throw it at you and we're like, whoa, look out, man, that's fastball.
They are lots of fun.
Actually, knuckleballs, but you know what I mean. And yeah, check them out and stuff and wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. All right, blappity blippity blue.
Peace out, you guys.
To the way.
Put your hands up. We got Lady Ann in the house, you know what I'm saying? Oh, we gon' party tonight, like what? Like it's your payday. Yeah, come on. Yo, 사람의 시선은 상관마. 한번 살다 가는 인생이잖아. 나 손을 위로 들어, 좌우로 흔들어. 엉켜있던 네 맘속에 매듭을 풀어. 겉으로 강한 척한 넌 오늘은 엎드려. 웃음을 터뜨려, 웃음을 옆으로 버티려 하지마 리듬에 네 몸이 꺾이면 Let go, 외쳐 기쁨의 함성은 Yeah, 소리 질러 Yeah, 소리 질러 Yeah, 소리 질러 Yeah, 소리 질러 And we go play Yeah Yeah, 소리 질러 Yeah, 소리 질러 Yeah, 소리 질러 Come on and get your party on, you crazy We gon' party like today's your payday 화날 일이 있다면 화풀이는 내일 해 Mayday, Mayday 네 목소리가 필요해 Okay 내 맑게 내 혼을 실어볼게 지친 네 맘속에 기쁨의 화살을 쏠게 사랑이 고픈 내게 내 완벽한 적중 명중 my lyrical virus는 너의 맘속 Now get your hands higher Yeah 소리 질러 Yeah 소리 질러 소리 질러 Yeah 소리 질러 And we go back like today is your payday. Yes, holy July. Yes, holy July. Yes, holy July. Yes, holy July. And we go like, yeah. Yes, holy July. Yes, holy July. Yes, holy July. Everybody come around, wanna see what I got. They always asking where I'm going, cause I blow up the spot. I got the gitchy, yeah, yeah, I know what they like. Cause when I rock upon the mic, I rock the mic right. I came to party, yo, so get out your seat and ride the rhythm, let me see you stop your feet. Now Sooty Jilla, cause it doesn't happen every day. Come on and get your party on like it's payday. Miss Clark, bring it back, yeah.